I believe Cavern Dreamer is slated to be nerfed, but I'm not sure if that's live or not yet. So while I don't want to play Mage, and our last warrior went 12 yesterday, I'm going to take Mage for Twitch chat so we can see. Do I like licorice? No. Anyway, I'm going to take this Mage for Twitch chat. So we can see. Oh my god, this is, what the hell is this? So we can see ourselves getting F'd by other mages. Well, I believe it's supposed to be a hot fix, a hot patch, is that what they call it? Where it's server side, so the card will change, so you don't have to like download a new, like everybody's will be the same basically. Alright, double winged commander. I think sometimes you want an Explodinator, right? You can change the card mid-run, yeah. This isn't one where somebody has to download like a new version and the card changes or whatever, or it changes on their next draft. If you have it in your deck now and it has changed, it will be changed, but I'm told that it hasn't changed yet. I didn't get Cavern Dreamer on my 4 Mage drafts. I wonder if the pick rate got nerfed or I'm unlucky. Just unlucky. I don't think they changed the offering rate. An hour ago it didn't change. Let's take Hog Rancher. Yeah, probably tomorrow maybe. Garbage. Let's take a 1-drop. I don't know. Just take a cheap card. Blick Clock with our Explodinator. You could run a Blood Guard, but maybe we get like 10 mechs or something. Kind of cool. I do think Wanderer's okay. Big Bird. If we can get some payoff for the bird, it could be cool. Oh, I love Sweeper. Meeting Stone will be cool too, but we need to find a way to cheese games. Right now we have 8 or 9 horrible neutral and mage cards, so let's take the Annoyo. Man, we're getting a lot of mechs here. Rolling Fireball, that's a good one. That's a good card to repeat with oh no, it's not. Wait, that can hit my own guys? Really? Okay, maybe that's not a good one. Let's take Ecto over Stasis. You see the insane Murloc Shaman on Dreads' stream? I want to draft like that. Was it his or his opponent's? I played against, at one point, the craziest Murloc deck I think I'd ever seen. I think it was this meta at the start. Somebody played like 12 Murloc cards in the first like 7 turns or something like that, and then played a Gorlock that drew 3 Murlocs. Might have been the same deck. Let's run an Ignite. If we don't get any dredges, it can at least shuffle these towards the top. These cards are pretty terrible anyway. Night Captain's pretty good. Don't see that one too often. And I really don't want any more 5-cost cards, let alone a 5-mana draw 2. Is the 8 ever good? Yeah, sometimes, but I mean, probably like, it's like a 1 out of 10 card. Sometimes I've been killed by 1 or 2 for sure, and I've had 1 or 2 stick and be like, well, yeah, pretty good, but it's not a good card, no. The opponent played 2 of the Dredge Murloc in Shaman, 2 Gorloks that both drew 3 and some others. It was crazy. Against me or against Dreads? That sounds like the game that I had, this one. So we'll see. I believe it hasn't been changed yet, but that they're doing a hotfix that may make it appear to be a 1-mana 1/4 during the draft. When you play it, I think it might be a 2-mana 1/3 is what they're changing it to. But that might be tomorrow. It might not visually reflect in the draft, I'm not sure. We'll take a Possibility Seeker, which is great. Another way to shuffle if we don't get a dredge. Was Dreads flabbergasted? Was he maulding about it? Do I need to ask? But how much so? Ooh, I want that. We need a 2 and we don't have any secrets though. Man, I wish I had a secret. Let's take Consider the Past. Come on. Let's Consider the Past. Meeting Stone's pretty nice. We don't have like any 2s, so this is a great 1-drop. It's good with this guy too. Need a 2 so bad. This card's very good too, though. This is, I guess, great with Cavern Dreamer if you follow up. Yes, Floored. Any clips? I love clips of Dreads being angry. Just not a huge fan of Fire Sale. Doesn't look particularly good in this deck, whereas Babbling Book, it's cheap, it's fun, right? He's cute. Another bird with almost no way to utilize him, but with ways to discover spells, right? Come on. Oh, there you go. Ruined Orb. That's nice. And a triple sweeper? This wouldn't be the worst automaton deck, realistically, but slam the sweepers. I take another 2. I'm not a fan of Jiro. And finally, an Astral Rip. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. This deck looks wonderful. Why's my mouse all bugging out?
Celeste versus Zora.
Sorry, I'm setting a bet. Okay, one more. I just want to watch the last jump.
The possibilities are endless.
He really does sound like Banjo-Kazooie at the end there. Like Banjo, not Kazooie. Knowing Blizzard, they're gonna fix Cavern Dreamer a week before the new set. Yeah, I mean, we've only got 3 weeks. 1, 2, like 2.5 weeks? A little under 3 weeks. Alright, I guess it hasn't been hot fixed yet. Tomorrow, though, I think it actually does get changed. Well, that's the intention. It was they were trying to change it today.
Initializing descent.
Get a freezing trap? Just kill this guy. He could have some mech synergy, right? Well, I don't like taking the damage. Did we end up with any Murlocs? Dude, this card's fart. Are they gonna put the 40 card deck in Arena? I don't know. I hope so. What I think would be kind of cool is if they made like an event maybe where everybody starts with it. That'd be kind of cool. But I wouldn't mind him being a draftable card either. Hey Farlow, what's up, man? 5 wins. Here you go. I found it in the VOD. Thank you.
I spy with my orcish eye.
Hold on, I gotta take my turn. What is that? Oh no, I'm freezing. Oh yeah, freezing's fine. Fireball this guy. Say, I could return that to get some cards at some point.
Use your head.
You're fired.
What?
I don't know. Maybe that's too much. Oh my god, and a 1-mana 8/8. Okay, we both used some cards inefficiently. Didn't get too mad. He probably was more mad after, right? But thank you for sharing it. What's the second one? Is Dreamer 1 or 2? It's 1 still.
Let fall the sands of time.
Shit. Are we going to play 2 1-drops that both are like 0/1s or something? Dude, this would be such a good reckoning. It gives me 5 mana. So I can go 3 and 2. I might just need that though, right? The mage with 3 runes in a row that he won, he was maulding. Why does that voice sound familiar? I've established that it's the same person who does the voice acting for the end credits of Dexter's Lab.
Initializing descent.
It's a good song, by the way.
Get out of my way.
Let's kill the let's kill the mech in case he has like a magnetic or something. Jump fire on 2 and had Ysera, Trench Stalker, 2 Gigafins, and some others, and he almost lost. Despicable.
Guess what dropped?
That's a problem. Does he know it's not Reckoning now? Well, is there ever? I wasn't really paying attention. That does nothing, right? 5. I need help. I need a Gigafin. That doesn't help in the slightest. Yep, that's what I thought it was. No, it's not. You lie. Are you making fun of me, or... Didn't we have a Cavern Dreamer on 1? I guess some of the spells we got were useless, I suppose. This sure makes our deck look like shit. So what happened? I guess 2 saviors. I guess we went second. And then we got a couple of just duds from Dreamer, maybe. Our deck doesn't seem very good, but didn't even seem close that game, and we had a Cavern on 1. What's new with you, Red? Oh, I don't know. Just rotting away. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
The possibilities are endless.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my portion of my wretched life. Other than that, things are cool. You know. Darn it. I like rotting away. Not rotting away, yeah, it's preferable for sure. Okay, how bold can we be? That sounds lovely. The best steaks are the dry aged steaks, are they? I thought like a nice juicy moist steak might be preferable to some. Wow, no pre-hit. Interesting. I guess I might as well just kill something. And the pirate or the murloc? I guess the pirate's probably got more synergy, maybe? There's a 1-mana like deal 5, I suppose. I rotted away once and I would not recommend. Did you? Were you bit by a venomous spider? Do you have any foreseeable goals for the future besides growing the stream, trying to learn something or build something? No. Should I? Probably yes. Do I? Absolutely not. But I, you know, contrary to maybe some popular belief, I feel like I put a lot of myself into the stream. And I think it's very, very hard to grow a stream to even a fraction of the percentage that we have managed to grow to in the relatively short amount of time that I have been streaming. When we started as well, it's harder to grow, you know, the later you start. So, yeah. Travel. My goal is to be able to, now you're gonna potentially, maybe Zelda not, but yeah, you may poo-poo this a bit. My goal is to be able to maybe set some goals. That's my goal. I'll play this. It just dies to those two, though. I kind of feel a little shitty about that. But my goal is to be able to set goals. You know, baby steps. The goal to set a goal is always good. The goal is to set goals, yeah. That seems bad for me, but quite good for them. Quite good. Very powerful turn. I need to go in anyway. Hat, Pokemon, and whiskey. Of course you grow, bro. That's a winning combo. You think so? Goals are overrated? Well, it's true. Let's start, Redbeard. Is it? I feel like it's a cop-out for pretending like you're gonna start something that you have no intention or capability of perhaps doing. But you know, sometimes that's all you get. Sometimes that's all you get out of a red-bearded fellow.
You don't scare me.
I'm gonna play these two in hopes that maybe Dark Whispers can get something, maybe. Goals are overrated, man. To have your stream big enough to take a break whenever you want without worrying, that I can understand. Well, I still worry. I think that's why I don't take breaks. Because at the end of the day, you're always gonna kind of worry about that stuff. Wow, that's bad for me. Boy, howdy, that's a problem. I'm just gonna do, I'll just do that, but I don't get to anymore. I'm gonna die, huh? Wait, we're gonna go 0-2 with this deck? I don't think the deck is that good, but man, I don't think it's an 0-2 quality deck, that's for sure. This card seems awful. So we lose it to that. I guess I can play a Dreamer and see if I can get a spell that will enable me to kill that. It might save me 4 health as well. The only time you failed is when you rule out the possibilities for your future. That's a great line. I'm saving that as a quote. You like that one? Yeah, it's a Redbeard line. I came up with that one. Goals in soccer are adequately rated. Did you guys see DeAndre Ayton signed with the Phoenix Sun? I guess he signed with the Pacers, right? Is that a good deal? What's going on there? If you can't fail, you can't fail if you have no goals. Fair point.
Cast a spell. I want to cast a spell.
That's a good card to get. So what are we hoping to draw? Astral Rift into like 2 Colossals maybe? The Suns can just match? I think they already matched. But are they gonna trade him now? Can they trade him? What's the time frame?
Let fall the sands of time.
It's not that high of an offer. Wasn't it a max off of a rookie deal or something? But like, are they planning on keeping him now? Is he pissed off? Is he worth it? He can't be traded for a year? Oh, okay. That's probably, that makes sense. I noticed Ivana Trump passed away. Really? Who's that? Is that? Was that his wife?
That step was your last.
It's just I don't really. Well, that's a shame. I hope her family finds some solace on this difficult day. Phoenix should have let him go. You think so? Like, you think he's not worth it, or what am I doing? This. I guess I could just ping it. I could ping his face. I guess I could ping here maybe, and then free trade here. I mean, I'm gonna have to go through it at some point, right? He has the right to veto his trades for 1 year. A lot of savvy NBA contract professionals. I like that. Mostly trash. Let's use this first though. Those cards weren't it. So I'll take the armor. The armor might matter more than the mechs. He can kill both anyway. Run it back with him and CP3 and Booker. Sunslake and Walk would have been a mistake. Seems odd that they weren't very keen on re-signing him, but I listened to Simmons and he hates Sarver, so you think Sarver's like a shit owner that doesn't spend money? And if you paid Chris Paul whatever they paid him, 30 or 40 million or whatever for a couple of years, maybe that, you know, you gotta cut some costs maybe. But it seems like you would want Ayton. Seems to be pretty good 2 years ago, and he was okay last year too, I think. Okay. But I'm not an expert. It was really Bitty's mom's birthday today? Yeah, it was. I do not feel like I have to fireball that now. I'd be happy to get that trade with my Divine Shield. You wouldn't have got anything better than Ayton on the market right now?
That step was your last.
Da, da, da. Who are we talking about, Sarver? He doesn't get along well with the coaching staff? I was hoping KD would go to the Suns. Man, I was kind of talking about the other night. I hate that the players just kind of like dictating where they go. I liked when marquee players stayed with franchises for a long time, and I don't know. I'm not like a complete like Kevin Durant hater or anything, but I don't know. Joining the Warriors felt kind of lame. Leaving the Warriors felt kind of lame. Demanding a trade out of the place you ended up at a year or two after it doesn't go your way feels kind of lame. As a neutral fan, I feel like it gets harder to kind of just like quote unquote blindly root for that type of approach. He's a great basketball player and he's fun to watch though, so at the end of the day, like, if I were him and I wanted to do those things, I wouldn't give two craps about what other people, you know, thought about it. So, and that's probably the right mentality to have, right? You just want to be like, yeah, well, fuck Redbeard. I mean, who's Redbeard? I'm some turd. Who cares? Is it so common now? He's hurting himself if he doesn't? You think so? Maybe. I think for most of those players, it really hasn't worked out, though, right? Like Kyrie and Durant did it, and Harden to a couple different teams. It hasn't worked out for any of them. Ben Simmons has done it. It didn't work out for Ben. Only kind of like a LeBron thing, and I don't know, without being an expert on the discussion, but it just seems kind of like LeBron sort of has kind of dictated where he went and the terms of where he went, and he was sort of like the transcendent talent that could single-handedly bring your team to the finals for a decade. And I don't know if every other player making these demands has that same, it should have that same kind of, you know, they don't have that same resume.
The possibilities are
Brooklyn's a sinking ship. He's getting older. He needs to join a team that has a chance immediately. But aren't they a sinking ship because of him? And Kyrie and James Harden? Like, I don't know. I think the players are gonna get kind of smacked down in the next CBA because of how like the last couple of years have played out for a lot of the marquee players, and and as always with things like this, it's the lower level players that, you know, are going to feel the results. I think more the marquee players are still going to be able to kind of manipulate the system in their favor, but it's the guys who are, you know, lower on the totem pole that are probably going to feel the effects more so. The CBA is going to be very interesting. Yeah. And, you know, the owners have a ton of, you know, leverage, and they have a ton of, you know, they get a ton of benefits as it is already. I'm not like saying like I'm pro owner. It just seems like for the health of the league long term, for a lot of the teams that aren't the Lakers or the, you know, the Brooklyn Nets or whatever, they're going to really clamp down on that. You can't really like Bradley Beal signed a $250 million contract, right? And if he demands a trade tomorrow, like, what do you do if you're like one of those teams? You're like, well, we had to sign him. We had nothing. We have no leverage. Everybody knows they have no leverage if he wants to leave. And I think he said he wants to stay. It's like, you know, who knows? Next month. You kind of can't operate a business like that, not knowing whether or not, you know, people are negotiating in good faith.
You want to cast a spell?
Okay, bye-bye. Wait, Kessie, where are you going? Did Zelda piss you off? I guess if he's bumping and healing, it's not that big of a deal, right? What do you think about the winner of the Summer League getting rings? It seems silly. I don't know. You know, I think, again, listening a lot to Bill Simmons and he gets Ryan Russillo on there a lot. It's where I kind of like get a lot of my basketball opinions. I'm sure it kind of trickulates in, but the talent in the league feels like it's a lot higher, you know, today than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And if you go back and watch old clips from the golden era of 90s basketball, there's a lot of bad players on athletic turds. Nobody can shoot. It feels like the league is like hyper talented, and I think a big part of that is kind of like this is just me kind of speculating. The summer league, being becoming more and more prominent, I think has plays a part in that. Where like there are players who spend multiple years in the summer league and then make the league, whereas 20 years ago you didn't really have that. I think it benefits hockey to have a bunch of like the AHL and the junior leagues and the SHL, like to have a bunch of other professional leagues in which players who maybe aren't quite ready for the NHL can get seasoned in. So if you're gonna like whatever motivate and incentivize more development and more competition in that league, I think it's good. And if you're a billionaire owner, who cares if you're shelling out a couple of $5,000 or $10,000 diamond rings or whatever? Sure. If I was a prospective NBA player and I won a summer league ring and I really, really wanted to be relevant in the NBA, I wouldn't be like, you know, oh my God, you know, I won the summer league. But, you know, if those players perform well and get rewarded and then, again, get better and then make the NBA, and I think that's a good thing for the league as a whole. It's better when there's more competition and higher skill, I think. The kid Chet from the Thunder looks promising. I like Chet. I don't know how good he's going to be. Looks like he's going to be pretty good. He's probably a couple years away from being like really dominant if he ends up like that. But he's fun. He's a unique prospect for sure. I don't watch a lot of college ball, but I did follow the discussion of Chet throughout the year and saw that he was drafted second and knew that he was going 1, 2, or 3, right? Up until like the last day.
Who is next on the chopping
It's fun to talk about basketball sometimes. I've been watching a show called Shark Tank. It's similar to from the UK. It's called Dragon's Den. I've seen a couple of clips from that show. I try to stay away from all of those things. Shark Tank. Oh fuck, what was that other show called? Pawn Stars. You know, American Pickers. Like, it's just like, oh god, Storage Wars. Because when I was younger, it was like easy to get caught up in that. You're like, oh my god, like, and then all of a sudden you've watched 9 hours of Shark Tank, and you're like, well, why aren't they buying the deal for the bubble gun? What the hell? Come on, you gotta. It's a great deal. Oh my god, it's like, why do I care about this? But like when I see like a clip of something, I'm like, all right, nope, I'm out. Like, I'm not gonna watch this. I don't care about their shitty ass scene on TV invention. I don't care how many crabs those Fukin fishermen caught. I'm not gonna watch this. I don't like Pawn Stars. There was like a period, I mean, in probably most people's lives around, you know, probably, but there was a period in my life where it was just like, all right, well, all right, what's going on today? I'm off of work. Okay, well, guess I've got 12 hours of Pawn Stars on the TV. Like every episode's the same. None of them are that interesting. It's like, well, they're playing 4 hours of Pawn Stars. All right, I'm just gonna watch until they get to Storage Wars. Oh, well, signed Picasso just hiding on the front of the storage unit. All right, let's see how much that one sells for. And then that's it. That's it. Just the signed Picasso, and then a couple hours of Storage Wars, and you're like, well, they're back on Pawn Stars. Yeah, you gotta see. Vice with Storage Wars. Why did I waste so much time? I mean, I didn't like ever sit there and like watch it, but it would be on, you know. I'd be like, well, really no point to change channel. You're probably gonna do worse. mine for sure was Deadliest Catch. That was my like all right, a new season of Deadliest Catch is out. My God, look how many crabs they bought. Oh my God, they're smoking so many cigarettes on that boat. Deadliest Catch was awesome. You know, it was a really good episode, and I think it was organic and real. Is one of the younger dudes when his sister passed away, and they kind of like call him up and they're kind of interviewing him after that. I remember that, like being like, my God, it's like the saddest thing I've ever seen on TV. Not that I wanted his sister to pass or that I was reveling in his sadness, but I remember thinking like, man, this is good TV. The Alaskan Gold Rush or something like that. The gold hunting one. Oh man, there was one. I had Jungle Gold or something, Jungle Fever Gold on the same channel. that was it. Yeah. That was. I think it maybe had 2 seasons or 1 season. I actually remember I kind of went back and read like the Wikipedia. I was like, I have to know what happened. I have to know what happened. Boy, that's a Redbeard amulet if I've ever seen one. Not strong. Friends and I would watch Love Island together on Discord. Super sketchy show, which one? The gold one? The jungle gold? Yeah, that was a weird one. I think there was actually like some like drama surrounding the actual show. Like people were like dying and or like, you know, people were getting robbed or something. I don't know. It was like all some sort of tax evasion. I don't know. There was what's the death rattle? Oh, just summon an Alec. I don't even want to cast that Ignite right now. Oh, you know what? I should have played the 2/2 though, I think, to draw an extra card. That's terrible. That's pretty good. I can't ping and play that. So I have to hit there. 4, 4, 5. I can play this. I'm so screwed, man. Maybe it's better. No, it's still probably better to do this. I should probably pre-hit it too. Okay, we quote-unquote waste 1 mana, or 1 damage. What happened? We played a Nova into 2 Divine Shield taunts into an Alec. I guess, man, Priest seems so good lately. Like, all my Priest decks are good, and this guy's deck is absurd.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
Everything the light touches.
Guys, watch on TV. Dreads and Redbeard retiring decks. I caught Dreads playing Redbeard after drafting a deck. This guy's delusional. How? I'm pretty sure Dreads is delusional.
The day is yours.
The slander. Dreads is living in a fantasy world. Alright. Only watch football on TV. Nothing else worth watching. What about Redbeard? Is his new home a retirement home? It might as well be. Kripali, what's up, dude? Kripali, we opened 5 packs so far. Oh, I'm sorry. We opened 2 packs. We have 5 more. They were duds. Graham sent us them, though, with love. We have 3 Pokemon Go and 2 more Astral Radiance. We're 0 for 1 on a Pokemon Go and 0 for 1 on a Vivid Voltage.
Endless.
It's a really good hand if I top deck the Dreamer. That's neat, right? Could you believe it? Redbeard opening a couple of Pokemon packs throughout the duration of the night.
All stars of fire burning bright from
Ban Dreads. Hey Llama. Where have you been all night? At least Fino doesn't hate you, Redbeard. That's good. That actually makes me feel very good. I didn't mean it. He's a pretty funny guy. Yeah, no, it's fun to make fun of Dreads playfully, because he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
In my folly, I have so
Not the worst 1 and 2 start. Premium 3 into Unbeatable 3. But what we're gonna do is try to beat it.
Sands of time.
How? Well, that I don't really know yet. He low rolls it twice? Perhaps. And Awakens doesn't straight up clear us. So let's get this going.
Next on the chopping block.
I guess our start for 1 and 2 deck wasn't super weak either. An underwhelming 2, a strong 3, a great 4, and then a Knight Captain. So, I guess it goes both ways. Dude, I'm going. Let's do that too. We might want those.
Oh, there you are.
Not great. This is a pretty good card though, if we have a board. He makes fun of us too, and he claims I threw games all the time, even though he's the one playing. He claimed you threw games? Honorable Blitz Freeman? Why would Blitz Freeman throw a game?
I want to cast a spell.
King's on us.
Alright, we just have to make it to 10, that's all. How? It might not happen, but... Oh, we have to pee. What time is it? Midnight? Midnight seems like a good time for peeing.
Let your essence congeal.
So he pings there, he hits there, he trades there, I lose the game. I'm actually not even gonna make it to 10. That's a shame. Alright, maybe we're gonna make it to 10. Juicy! Thank you for the 99 bits. Thank you very much. How do we end up at 1 and 2? Because our deck's not very good and we played against better decks already. Quite simple how you ever lose any games of Hearthstone. Your opponent has good cards and they kill you with them. You have bad cards and you cannot make relevant plays most of the time.
My blade seeks vengeance.
This doesn't even kill anything.
I hear and obey.
So I guess I'm gonna ping his face and would you still love me if you were a worm? Of course. And Melly, it's wonderful to see you. Of course, worms can feel love.
Power is beyond your comprehension.
Okay, well, barely won this game. But I'll take it. That deck just went 1-3. That was a much better deck than ours, unfortunately for them. Overflow, Naralex, Tarajo, they played that turn well. Localar. Oh god, please no. Win is win, I'll take it. I will take it. You have a childhood game that you used to play that is now extinct? Yeah, everything. What do you mean extinct? Yeah. Duck Hunt. Does anybody play Duck Hunt anymore?
The possibilities are endless.
Okay, let's keep those two. Attack X, what's that?
Fires of vengeance burn bright.
Star Wars figurine game? I've never heard of such a thing.
You're fired.
A handheld Space Invaders game, and it was great. Was it? I'm trying to think, what I played. That doesn't, like, I guess old console games would be my thought. We're into D&D. No, I don't like D&D. I think D&D's kind of dumb.
Please don't.
Well, let me rephrase. I don't think D&D is for me. I've not really spent a lot of time or investment. I only ever played once, and that was like a year ago with Judge. And while I love Judge, I think part of it was we played a really long campaign, and it was like, oh, this is kind of fun for like an hour. We're eating pizza and drinking beer and whatnot. But it's like, well, this really shouldn't last longer than. Should be a very brief experience, I think. But I mean, it wasn't bad. It just was like, gosh, this stinks. Alright, I'm actually gonna shoot his face. Another one? 2 fireballs. Yeah, maybe we take a pyroblast. We'll see. ETs for lads without girlfriends? I mean, Judge's wife was playing with us. And someone else's wife was playing, but their husband was busy and he wasn't there. I don't know, I think people in relationships can play D&D. Because you didn't have a great dungeon master, maybe. Entirely possible.
How did I get here?
Flame strike. wasn't good. My friend came over and watched us play. He cringed the entire time. It wasn't for him. Yeah, I think it's just maybe not for everyone, which is fine. He's gonna hit, he's gonna hit. I'm gonna Flame Strike. Wish that we didn't take an extra 5, but we did. Glad we have a Flame Strike. There's no need to fireball his face this turn. If we can put down some minions, that might mitigate the board. Hey bud, I've decided I'm taking my talents to Columbus, Ohio. How are you? That sounds great.
Through-wee.
We're pushing the same amount of damage, right?
Who is next on the chopping block?
Through-wee.
I think so. We get to keep up multiple minions instead of one big minion. And then we can mitigate his ability to potentially heal. Like if he can heal for 2, then he's still dead, right?
Is my destiny.
20-sided dice is cool. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I think this deck is kind of poo. We barely won a game or 2 where we had Cavern Dreamer on 1. Have to keep discovering Pyroblast. Ay ay ay. Johnny Gaudreau going to Columbus was more shocking than Bruce Willis being dead at the end of Sixth Sense. Whoa, spoilers. Did he sign with Columbus? I saw that he was going to test free agency. I guess that he was leaving Calgary. I'd love to know what they offered him, because for him to leave Calgary, it sounds like they were probably lowballing him. Who's in Columbus now? I don't know who they have. How much did they pay him?
Celeste versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
The possibilities are endless.
7 years, 68 million, 9.75 per. Yeah, that still seems honestly like a pretty good deal for. Didn't he have 115 points or so? How many points did he have this year? I had a 2-seater Space Invaders bench game. We got it at a garage sale for 200. This thing was the funnest part of my childhood. It was worth like $4 grand at the time. Nice. Did I mulligan? This is what I got with my mulligan? Why did I? Oh my god. Dark Bishop Benedictus. Well, I guess if we're discovering some burn, that would be cool. Yeah, for Columbus. He left money on the table to go to. Wait, really? Did they release an offer? Were you a Flames fan? I forget. Attack Ticks Wiki? No, these look kind of cool. It's like little amiibos or something. Sorta? No? Not a Flames fan, but Hoots is? Is he devastated? They offered him more than Columbus? It sounded like, I read that interview with their GM and they're like, yeah, like, yeah. It made it kind of sound like, oh, well, we did everything we could, quote unquote. But maybe they did. It sounds like Columbus should have offered him more, and it also seems like he could have made more. They actually, I read the interview with his GM, and they kind of made it sound like, he was kind of like throwing his like, his wife under the bus, or maybe his family. He was like, "Whoa, it sounds like Johnny wanted to stay, but his, it was he said it was like, it's a family decision. I'm adding a little inflection, but the interview with their GM when he decided, not before he had signed with Columbus, but not signed with Calgary, made it sound like, oh, he wants to, but it's not, it's someone else's choice. I mean, you don't always want to just bump and shoot, right? He has to play a 3, he might not have a 3 drop. I was a kid, all I cared about was they shot shit out of them. They look cool. What year did those come out? I thought you were around my age, but I've never even heard of those. Interesting. Wait, he's leading up the dragon? Seems beneficial to me. Play those two. Kinda like... yeah. It's pretty good too. Kinda just light up the board. I really feel like we should be pushing damage though.
Relaxing.
I mean, whatever. I'm gonna have to find some burn and I'm gonna have to kill him, right? You just want to go to Columbus? This is like Patrick Mahomes want to go to Jacksonville. I don't know. I'm just from that interview with the GM. It made it sound like it was kind of like his wife was making the decision. And maybe his wife has family there, or she's just like, hey, I fucking love Columbus, Ohio, and I want to go live there.
Quite what was planned.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Make a wish.
Alright, let's see what they got for us here. Take a flame strike. And I guess I don't want to throw away the flame strike, right? But they didn't say wife, they just said family. But they mentioned in the article his wife. This is crazy. How are we sort of maybe winning right now? This priest is making some interesting plays, yeah.
Riding high.
A 5-6 in hand. If we can hit him in the face one more time, that'd be cool. Columbus is like Millhouse and nobody likes Millhouse. That's not good for Millhouse. Let's shoot here. Let's ping here.
Who is next on the chopping block?
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like they could have played that better. Rune is giving the best spells, 2 Pyros and 2 Flame Strikes. I'll take 4 wins. Because this has been hard. It felt like we have to get lucky with our Discovers to have a shot in these games. I'll take 4. I'm gonna go P. Top deck Fireball. Oh, we don't even need that. We'll just kill him before.
Celeste versus Jaina.
Knowledge is power.
The possibilities are endless.
Okay, come on guys, let's do it. Let's keep that in case they have a dreamer. We only have 1, so we're probably not starting with 1. Alright, how's everybody? Oh my god, I missed a follow from GG Coconut Gun. What's up, Coconut Gun?
All stars of fire burning bright from afar.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Alright, let's look. How many points did Johnny Goudreau have last year?
You can't stop this snowstorm.
I don't know why. I think he had 115, but maybe I made that up. 115 points last year. Great googly moogly. That kid's good at hockey, man.
I've got more left.
I'm doing well. I should be asleep, but I don't care. Juicy don't care. I'm starving. I had another semi-stressful day today, and I was running out of time to start the stream. So I went to the market and I bought a calzone, but they didn't have the regular calzone. They only had one with the spicy sausage. I was like, okay, let me try the one with the spicy sausage. It was terrible, so I didn't really want to eat it. Then I ran out of time and I had to start the stream. I should probably make something. Got to 7-0, then I lost to one dreamer twice in a row. Yesterday I was 6-1, I think, or 6-0. I can't remember. I think 6-1. And then we played against somebody that had 4 dreamers in their deck. Most of them came out on the first couple of turns. And then we lost. To another dreamer on one, and I think a second dreamer came down shortly thereafter as well. And I wasn't happy. We did play it, and then we went 12 in the next run, I think. But still, I'm ready. Tomorrow, I think the nerf is live, right? I'm excited for that.
I will not tolerate insurrection.
Why are you yelling at me? I will not tolerate this erection. Well, I better start tolerating. It can be worse. It's just funny how suddenly the dreamers turn on. Yeah, I'm not saying, like, you know, mine's better or worse than yours. It's kind of equivalently shit. Does he have 2 of those? Nah, come on, dude. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool play. It's not great for them, but it's alright. It's kind of interesting because I really want the buff to hit here, but counter's okay, but drawing cards is okay too. I'm actually just gonna coin this out too. I don't want to float any mana here. If our plays lined up pretty well. That was the best hit too. Here's bad because he can shoot it. Here's bad because he can just trade it. But yeah, kind of spreading out the relevant stuff here is nice. Those bombs actually did pretty good work. They ate 4 mana. Alright, let's start here and hope. I guess I could shoot his guy on. Sure. Hope we get to replenish some of our mana or whatever. Have a fireball, 6, 8, 14.
Well,
Who is next on the chopping block?
Sure. Sorry to hear that. You could have always delayed the stream and blamed it on a life-altering dump. We would have believed you. I just assume that other people assume that I'm just releasing life-altering dumps, whether it delays the stream or not, whether it's during the stream even.
Please don't burst my bubble.
It's a believable affliction. Dreamer sucks. I get 5 poisons and I can't play in my hand. Yeah, that's fair. Mine's the master giving me rogue spells. I'm really glad we were 1 and 2 and have managed to fight our way up to 5. First run went 9. Man, there's just such a huge difference on like the psyche of the runs that go like 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. And it's just like so frustrating. When you string 1 or 2 in a row, it's so annoying. I don't know about this song. Let's skip this one. But yeah, 5. It's like a decent deck going 5. Yeah, you want to go 6 or 7. Yeah, you might go 4 or 5. Okay. It's not so bad.
The possibilities are endless.
Nice colorful spells that I don't think I want to keep. This Runed Orb is quite strong, but let's see if we can find some mechs for this guy, or a Cavern Dreamer for one. Okay, adequate. You haven't even shown the seat of your chair. Confirmed porta potty? Yes. I'm releasing dirty number 2s. Pantsless. Juicy, you're sick, you know that? You know that? Okay, can I have my Runed Orb back? Hit, hit, hit. I guess I could have hit here. I should have hit here. Wow, Innervate's kind of good. Just don't hit my 1/4, please. Okay, pretty good. Wow, he's not hitting the 1/4. Wow, wowee. I should have started with Zaki Boards, happy 11 months. Thank you so much for being here, man. I like thinking about those things. They seem way deeper than they actually are. My stream porta potty. Having fun with Warrior right now with 2 infinite Murlocs. Along with 2 of the Murloc that draws them. Nice. I had a 12-win Warrior yesterday, and I agree. Those are... Warrior's really fun right now. I enjoy it immensely. There's a greater than 0% chance that him killing this might be detrimental to his turn. Wow. Wow, that's so good for us. That's incredible. 4, 3, 5. That's so good. He might not have had a way to get through it this turn, or next turn. But the fact that he'd have to discard a card is crazy. Or destroy his own minion. Kinda hoping they were going to and then regret it. Thanks very, very much, Zaki. I appreciate the support, man. Can't stream for a living without people like Zaki Boards, Juicy, Kripali.
One orc scrap is another orc served.
Who wants to scrap with me?
What am I doing here? I'll play that guy. He's not so bad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to find a spell that works with Parrot. Did not. I think I'll just take an intellect, even though I don't mind having the burn. Warriors sometimes can just get out of range of that stuff. Red's name is Zaki. I know, because my name is Isaac, which Red hates the spelling. My name is Zach. But I also responded to fish while working in a grocery store. Not sure what anyone is supposed to know with all of this. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Let's draw some cards for free. Draw a Knight Captain. Do I have a Knight Captain? I do somewhere. How badly do I need to kill Rokara? Not immediately, I don't think. Alright, I think we're gonna slow down here. We're gonna play around Super Collider and ramming speed. Because, well, why not? If this Rokara starts to kind of balloon out of control, I might have to fireball it. At this position, I'm not like super afraid of Rokara, but I will respect the Rokara if you know, it causes us a bunch of trouble. Let's go here, see if we can find anything for the Parrot. Destroy a minion and return it to life with full health. Probably worth it here. It's 2 mana, summon a 2. Maybe a poison. This probably not great on this spot. It can hit any target, but if we in a pinch, if we have to like roll the dice, we can. Yeah, I think it can hit itself though. was praying for a warlock or a rogue opponent for this aggro hunter and play, and I got a mage instead. You're always you're always gonna get a mage in this meta. How big is that thing? A 5/6? Be a good turn to get the Fire Lens portal out. Let's see what we roll. I love Fire Lens portal, man. Wow, that's a good roll. Let's pre-hit as well. That could have been a lot better, actually, if I'd done that first and rolled that, and then got that, and then rolled this. I could have pinged that. I'd either push 5 or I'd kill this guy. That was a mistake. It was an error in order. Speaking of uncomfortable places to think at, in South Dakota, we were visiting the Badlands, and I had to go. This restroom was basically a chair with a hole in it over a hole in the earth. Probably was the entrance to the Lost World. I have a minor fear. I have a minor fear of having to hover over like a hole in the ground and do a number 2. Minor fear. I'm actually not gonna kill that guy. If it hits itself, it's pretty bad. If it hits his face or his guy, it's pretty good. And this might be the best I get. Honestly, my face is better than hitting himself. I think he can hit himself. It was at least 30 feet down. Ugh, God. What if you fell in and that's where you lived until you were dead? Couldn't do that with a 5/1 on board, right?
Give me your best shot.
Which 5/1? Oh, no, no. Oh, you're right. No. Yeah, we could have. I needed to pre-hit. That's 12, 13, 17. Oh my God, is it 20? $13, 17? I trade the 3/2 first is the key, right? Okay, this is never activating. A ping. Okay, let's do this. I feel bad. I just don't want to die to like a... I don't want to die to a Battle Master. Yeah, I get the spell power from the thing. Trading the 3/2 off and getting the Adventurer. And then I get the 5/6 from shooting the whatever it was, a 5/6 or something. And then he has a 7/4. So again, I either kill it, which would have been fine, or I hit him in the face for an extra 5, which would have actually it probably ended up in us having lethal here in this type of spot, which has been denied to us because of, oh, don't ping your own guy, please. Cute. This is enormous. Like, you could easily fit a car down there. Jesus Christ, how big was this chair? Good lord, Juice. Alright, sit there. I'll lose something. The Badlands were beautiful, though. Sounds like they were shit-filled and cavernous. 12-foot shitter chair. I just imagine this humongous chair or this humongous cavernous catacomb. You like dangling over it for your life as you do a messy South Dakota number 2 on it. Couldn't he have pinged his own guy last turn? When there was better odds to roll something good, maybe? Am I crazy? Wow. 4, 6, 12. Man, we're like close to winning the game, but we're not going to. Maybe I have to fireball this turn. This.
Hearthstone coming up.
Alright, I have 4 sunken cards on the bottom of my deck. Dang it, I wish he didn't draw 2 cards here, but I guess one of them is just a shitter, but I can't really beat a shitter right now. If it wasn't so in the middle of nowhere, I would suggest everyone go see it. The Badlands, not the whole... I don't even know what that is. It sounds like a terrain in a video game. South Dakota Badlands. Oh, it's like the Grand Canyon-y, I guess, like desert-y. Looks like there's nothing there. Entering the Badlands. How did he... Oh, it has Brawl or something? It's unfair when the opponent draws cards. No, it's totally fair. I just prefer if, yeah, I got better ones or different ones. But there's hope. I get to draw a card every turn too, right, OBP? I'd visit the Badlands where there's fuck all. Badlands absolutely bang, but Mount Rushmore does not. What do you do in the Badlands though? Do you just go and sit in the desert and get sunburned? I don't want to do that. Would actually be a really good card for me. The deck is pretty good? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's probably a reason to do stuff.
How much?
Come on, you stupid bird.
Your treasure for your life.
Hogs on the loose.
That could have been better if it had hit his guy and not my guy. Or his face. I guess both birds. One hit itself and one hit me. If that hits his face or his minion, or not me, we're probably in a pretty good spot here. But I suppose that's the possibility when you draft a bird and you don't get a lot of expensive spells. I took the birds aggressively. Waxadred shuffles, true. And it's a great, I mean, it's one of the best 5s you can roll. So that was fortuitous. So we played, oh dear. Oh god. I guess if he pushes, I can double trade, hit ping. I go down to, okay, that's not so bad. I can still kill that. If I get a Waxadred this turn, that'd be delightful. I did not get a Waxadred this turn.
I've got more left in me.
I have to kill this though, right? That draw feels particularly foul when we have 4 sunken cards and a candle in our deck. Still not super great odds to hit something strong, but certainly that was, I guess it's not even our worst draw, sadly. We have 1, 2, all of our 1-drops. The Ignite. All worse still. How's everyone? Pretty good, Stoner Dude. How are you, man? Interesting fun fact, the native tribes around that region are the ones who designed the teepee. Most other tribes lived in the forest and lived in wigwams. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting.
Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
Alright, big money, big money. Sweeper's good, Sunken Sentinel's good, Rolling Fireball looks okay. Waxadred's a good start. Okay. So a pretty good turn here. Can't do that. Can do this. Okay, well I had no cards in hand and nothing on board at the start of this turn, so I would say we got lucky this turn. That's kind of what I was hoping for 2 turns ago. GG, certainly losable. 1 brawl. His 8-6 wins. We're at 8. He drops. Oh, we might just be dead next turn, right? 1 Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, followed by a couple of nasty dragons, maybe.
Wanna blow something up?
That seems incredibly rude.
Feed my wax give me life.
Am I board locked? I am. I guess I could always ping my Pelican or something if I need to. If I just want to play like a... Oh, but if I get Waxadred, he doesn't summon this turn. You know what? I should have held something. I mean, the odds are low of getting Waxy Dread. I just want the board space for Waxadred. Bloke, thanks for the follow, Bloke. How do we know the Dreamer is getting nerfed? Is it confirmed somewhere? Yeah, on Twitter. I don't have a link to it. Actually, I do. Somewhere there.
Unpoppable. Ride the sky till you die.
As far as the Badlands being a desert, it's more of a desert because of the cold winters. And in the contrast, the hot summers. Huh. You know what his largest desert in the world is? The Sahara. America. This is a trick question.
Unpoppable. Unpoppable. Riding high.
Just want to make sure we get him to 1. It's always Ice Block, yeah. You don't want to like get him to 3 and then hit him and proc it or whatever. Oh, Antarctica. Antarctica. That's my
Who is next on the
I guess.
chopping block?
Did they not give Spellbinder? No, only Hall of Fame cards. And Spellbinder was never Hall of Fame. Wow, 6 wins from 1 and 2 to 6 is great. First run went 9, a 6 and a 9. 69's not a bad combination. Huh? Wait, timeout.
Celeste versus Nazoth.
All eyes shall be opened.
The possibilities are endless.
Okay, sorry. 6 wins with this deck. It's not a bad deck. It just got pretty unlucky early. It's not a great deck either. If we hadn't had a couple of Cavern Dreamers early, we'd probably be, 4 or 5 wins. So. Just having 1 isn't really that good, but having 1 and drawing it on 1 multiple times in the run has obviously been a big deal, right? Good bump and ping to kill it. I'm down for this. Not that 1 damage matters, but our deck has proved to be quite aggressive in trying to close out the games, trying to discover a Fireball or a combination of like Fireball, Night Captain, and a Bomb or something like that. Like getting a little bit of chip damage seems fine to me. Especially against a Warlock too. A few extra, a couple fewer abilities to tap, and maybe cards like Abyssal get a little difficult. Can you get your Abyssal down? Yeah, but no. Play these 2, but I think I'd rather do this. The freeze is not irrelevant. Kind of like having 4 health, but this allows me to go 5, 6. And that could be nice. Who cares about deserts? I want to know the largest desert. Oh, that's big. The Cookie and Bruce Almighty. Of course. It's the Cookie and Bruce Almighty. Cookie. Oh wait, okay, world's biggest cookie. Holy hell, dude, that is a big cookie. Why are we making a gigantic cookie? It seems wasteful.
I got you, friend.
Okay, it's frozen. If he has a spawn, we're fucked, but it's fine. Maybe it's also Antarctica. So we just dumped some chocolate chips on an iceberg. Yeah, maybe. God damn, that's cheating.
Let fall the sands of time.
Gosh, I really wish Hearthstone would credit the voice actors, like at least in your collection or something. I know you wouldn't be able to see this one, but I don't know where to find that info. Maybe it's readily available. Love the snow card, me too. Remember when Dread said this card was going to be bad and then took it like 1,000 times? Takes it every time. 3, 4, 9. It doesn't look very good. We might have an easier time getting a better fireball as he makes some trades. The card artwork is credited? Yeah, that's fair. That's cool. I wish that you could see it in game. I wish you could like right click and blow these up bigger and see more info potentially. I think that'd be nice. But and if I was the artist, I think that'd be really cool too. Cursemeister. We're not that low. I haven't cast anything expensive, right? Let's go 5, 3, 6, 2. Trade 3, 6, 1. 3, 6. I can trade with a 3, 3. Okay, I should probably actually figure this out. So I can leave him with a 3, 2 and a 4, 6 if I do it first. If I trade first, I can leave him with a 3, 2. It's the same? You cast a snowman? Do I even want that though? Don't I want to push damage?
Much to
And
ponder.
mitigate some of the board? Otherwise I have to trade here, push nothing, summon a guy, and then he nethers me? Should play Parrot? I don't think so. But it's good to remember. We should try to get the snowball down before the fireball. I think this does the exact same thing, which means I should probably rift first, just to see what's in there.
There you are.
Shit. You know what? I should have bumped here, I think, and ping that. I got everything off, right? I should have bumped here and pinged. I didn't realize I could do that. Maybe we kill him next turn with that.
Turning tides. What's with your mind?
Darn it. Man, I want to just play this. I'm close to dying though, huh? It would probably cause wild cards being offered in arena drafts. Nobody wants that. What card? Sorry?
We're being attacked. Let fall.
Dude, I might have to just roll rolling fireball. It's lethal if we play this and rolling fireball hits here. Man, these sweepers are doing absolute fuck all. Alright. Ping it and trade it so he only gets 1. Oh no, oh it is lethal because it'll kill that. Alright, I'm just going for it. Still pretty good. Remember when Jed says Sporling was really good but never took it? I do remember that. He did exactly that. Hopefully I'm not dead, but it does open up Fireball as a lethal potential draw. It's weird, because they weren't dead on board, but maybe they just have, like, you know, 4 2 mana 2/2s, and they're like, well, I have to tap because I can't win with these cards. But that was, we definitely were not guaranteed to win after their tap from that turn if they traded. Or maybe we were, but definitely not before the tap. Sorry, my toe is trying to break off like a piece of it. 7's great though. From 1 and 2 to 7 and 2 is great. And Tyrian. Thanks, Ty. I'm gonna jump over, as I tend to do when I get reminded sometimes, to the YouTube and see how our latest video is doing. It's nice to check this stuff. It's got over 1,000 views. That's good. Got 4 new subscribers. It has 1,414 views. And the videos usually get, according to YouTube, 1,400 views. 1,100 to 1,400. This is overperforming. This is great news. From 1-2 to 12-2 incoming, maybe. I'd say this deck is definitely not likely to win 5 more games. But I would also say it's not impossible that we do. I was being facetious about crediting the voice actors and offering that info into match.
You don't scare me.
What about feet? What are you saying about your feet itching? I don't know. Juice, you're wonderful. You're gonna remember us little guys when you're famous? Hopefully not. I hope to get so famous I don't even remember anyone here today. Unfortunately, I have a great memory, so I probably will, but here's hoping I don't. But for now, I remember so many people from the stream. If you've ever been here like more than twice, I probably remember you to some extent. Can you link the song, please? Yeah. Remember me? Yeah, Frank Jankler. I'm Frank Jankler. I remember you because I am you.
Hogs on the loose, monster.
Don't forget me. I'll never forget you, Juicy. You're the guy that did number 2 in the middle of the desert over the world's largest toilet hole. In a big chair. How could I ever forget that monstrosity? This makes me want to play a bunch of minions and hit him repeatedly if he's going to be clearing my board and taking damage. Where's Yam when you need her? Oh, how's Yam? I haven't seen Yam streaming or here in a long time. I remember she went to go across the world or to a different part of the world to visit, I believe, what was the love of her life. I hope she's doing well. She was so kind, though. I hope she's doing well. Hey, Jane, how are you? Zelda? She's getting back into it, streaming? That's great news. Again, I just don't want to trade my minions when he has this card that's sort of like, if he has enough time, he's going to clear enough minions, and if he has enough time, he's going to gain enough health. Whereas if I can just push, find a fireball, draw a fireball, I might have a shot. That's my thought. She's getting back and she was visiting family. Oh, that's great. That's great.
For the bronze dragonflight.
A 6/6 Giga Shitter. I think I'm going face. We'll see what we draw. If I draw 1 or a 2. If I draw 2, play these 3. If I draw 3, we draw a Wanderer. We'll play the Wanderer. Might just throw this face and see. Oh, that's pretty good too. Okay. Let's force him to have something, right? He's running out of time. You're not always gonna have a great answer. You could play a big taunt here. You had a chance to do something illegal, but you know you'll never get caught. No evidence. 3 minutes work for $1,000. What you'll do it? No, not illegal. Plus, why take $1,000 for 3 minutes worth of work when if that's just a pay cut for a streamer anyway? Yeah, it's a big pay cut. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a million. I'm not trying to be M, and that was just the first one I picked up. That's all. What a shitty deal. I make $1,000 a minute. I'm hoping to get there one day. I'm trying to work hard. I was watching some YouTube short that was breaking down the Lakers, how much they were paid per minute of play this year. And it was great. Like LeBron per minute played made, I don't know what it was, like $25,000 a minute. It's kind of nuts. You make more than $1,000 for 3 minutes? No, I'm just kidding. I need a new job. No, I don't make, are you kidding me? That's like 30, that's like NBA player salary. No, I make, I'll tell you what I made yesterday. I don't actually know. Per minute. God, it's too much math. I can't do it. I'll tell you what we made so far today. How long have I been on? 180, 210 minutes. I'll tell you what I'm making today. Hold on, let me pull up a calculator. So it's not that hard, but I don't know. 210? What the fuck? Those aren't the numbers I hit. What the fuck? I have no idea. That can't be right.
Job's
I
done.
think I'm not a lot. Like per minute, like a fraction of a penny. I don't know. I closed down Twitch chat. I really thought this would be easier. What am I supposed to multiply? Over here trying to play Hearthstone. I closed down the Twitch chat though. Alright, I'm back, maybe I'm back. Anybody have any interest in this? That's pretty cool. You're comfortable sharing that. Sorry, I thought I was. Per minute? Like a penny. What if I made it? How much money would a penny per minute be? Penny per minute would be what, $6 an hour?
Beauty
All right.
is more than scale deep.
I make about 21 cents per minute. More if I sell things. You're doing a great job selling things. But don't ever sell yourself short, okay? You're too beautiful personality-wise and physically to make that little. It's okay. Streaming, it really, I think, you make like, you make so much, not so much, so much of what you make comes in like such a small window, which is why I think being on a lot has always been kind of been like part of the mentality that I have, because you might be on for 7 hours and make effectively like no money. And then in an hour, somebody might give 50 subs, or somebody might donate $50 or whatever. And it's always kind of been that way, so. Or 600 minutes in an hour. God damn, there are? How fast is this world spinning? How fast is this globe spinning, my friend? Double the ads, just as you're going to say what you make per minute. Never heard it. I don't know what I make per minute, but I lost track. Let's try to play a game of Hearthstone. But I think we've made like $33 so far today in 3.5 hours. I guess I could break that down, right? So like a little less than $11 per hour. Oh, so you could probably do that, right?
Turning tides will switch your mind.
18 cents a minute? No, I can't do it. Maybe? 18 cents a minute, maybe? That's kind of seems like a nice rate. Thank you, World Razor, for your Twitch Prime, man. Thank you. Hope you find yourself well on this, the day of my daughter's wedding. I don't want any of this crap. I guess I could play this. I messed that up. I should have traded him. I would argue if it stopped spinning, we would all become dizzy. The world spinning is why aren't we all dizzy? I wanted to free trade that. I wanted to have a 5-2? No, what would I have? 5-2. And he didn't have his 2-3. Oh crud. Oh, we should have known he was dredging, right? I need a snacky poo is the problem. I'm hungry, man. Hang on a second, I am dizzy, me too. Getting dizzy over here. Man, I hope I put my meat in the fridge. I think I did. Technically, right now I make 0 cents a minute. Soon you're gonna be making $10 billion a second. Interesting. So, maybe he got really bad mechs? Yeah, I'll play this one. It's another chance to roll a sunken card, maybe. Maybe he got really bad mechs, or unfortunately, maybe he got 7 or 8 cost mechs, or maybe he got good mechs, but he can't cast them yet. This hand is so much better. It's not great, but it's a lot better. I do appreciate the Twitch Prime, man. And that's the thing too, like sometimes it's not really about how much money you make in a period. Like it doesn't really matter what you make per hour on the stream or whatever. Yeah, if I can stream all day and make enough to pay the bills, that's really that's kind of the sweet spot, right? Anyway. I love the music video in this song. Yeah, it's really good. What's on it though? Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Doll looks like Julian Casablancas. Hello everyone, hey, how are you, Crate? Dang it! Hopefully he trades with a 4-2. I have to kill that. I have to kill it. It's better than 3-2 Wind Fury. Okay, I can kill both. No, you want filthy rich streamer money, of course. I want to be, I want Dread's money, of course, but... Of course. I want the equivalent of Dread's debt in profit. Oof. That's a tough one. You can ping that indefinitely. This card, when you're at 28 on like a pretty even board state, just feels oppressive. But not in like a bad way, just like, wow, that card's powerful, right? Ugh, I think I'm just gonna ignore it for a turn. Guess I can do this. I haven't got anything, and I don't have much. I'm just gonna play the bird. Maybe I can go in easier. Excuse me. Hey, Grez, thanks for the follow. Sorry I sneezed on stream. I'm sorry about that. Grez got a family support, so he better make 1,000 per minute. He better make 10,000 per minute. Oh man, I wish I had a BGH. Oh man, I wish I had a jellyfish. Oh crap. feel like I'm getting dumped on here. I spent 3 hours in the Calgary airport on my way back from Portland, and the stupid application for COVID self-assessment keeps asking me where I am staying in Canada and if I have any symptoms. Wait, you're staying... Wow, that is the best one of those I've ever seen that didn't immediately result in lethal. Damn it, Christmas.
Who is next on the chopping block? What a day for a backstab.
Damn, I started a topic. You did. What were we talking about? What did you say? Asking me about $1,000. Oh yeah, sorry. I just made my little joke about making more than $3,000 a minute or whatever. That was a joke.
Look how it burns.
I'm not staying in Canada. I'm at my place in Italy. The Canadians are... Oh my goodness.
You are a champion of
I just want to get this menace off the board.
What a day for a backstab.
I think 8 with this is pretty good. Our deck is not super strong, and we were 1 and 2, right? I think we did well. I'm moderately satisfied with that. Actually, that's not true. I'm very satisfied with that result. I thought this deck was probably going to go 4 or 5. And then we started out 1 and 2, and I thought, yeah, this could definitely go 1 and 3. And that Mage deck, I think this was sort of what happened with the last run too. More gold for